Hi, it's Lynne with Soft Squares. I got my Annie's kit in the mail today for the Holly Jolly Block Quilt-along, and I want you to hang out with me while I figure this one out. This is block 4, which is a snow globe, and well, they're calling it a snow globe, and this is what it looks like. I don't know about you, but that does not look like something that is pieced. And when I open the fabric, there's all kinds of things in here I don't normally get from them. I think we're getting into the little more non-traditional blocks. And what I see first off are things that have been die cut. You see this? And I think it's already fused onto, oh, look at this. Here's my little stick arms, my nose. So, or the light bulb on the tree, I think that's what it is. Okay. It says skill level is beginner. I'm not beginner, but this is a whole new technique for me. By the way, I did get a brother scanning cut. I'm really excited. This is the type of stuff I hope to be doing on my scan and cut, is stuff for applique and for machine embroidery, quilting. So eventually I should be able to make some of my own. All right, so we have fabric. It comes with this blue polka dot, a gray polka dot, and tan. And it's a snow globe, kind of makes sense. We have all these little polka dots. And then pre-cut fusible appliques. I also have this, which are the applique piece part guide. It's very specific on what each piece is, although I figured it out. And then it also references each of these by a number, so it's kind of a roadmap at the same time. Let's start cutting whatever there is to cut, because they've given me so much already. There we go with that one. There we go with that one. So that's the base of our snow globe. Okay, so I've got these little blocks, and that's it. Scraps, cut out pieces, and then the applique pieces, which are here. That's it. So first thing it says to do is take the mound of snow. I have never done this before. I don't know how to take it off of here. This is interesting because it kind of burnt the edges a little bit, the cutting machine, and it might give it kind of a cool look. But it's interesting that it looks brown. It's applique. There we go. It has a sticky back. Now it's actually not sticky, but it's when I put the heat on it, it's going to adhere, which is why I want to make sure it's straight. But I'm glad it's not sticky right now, because I need that ability to straighten. Oh, I need a nose. The button eyes and the carrot nose are actually not included in this kit. That's it. Now it's just a matter of pressing it, and then we're going to snowball the corners with these. And then we're going to build this block, which is basically taking our rectangle and snowballing those corners at the top, and then assembling. Do go in the sewing machine and do the blanket stitch around these. So we know we're going to snowball the corners, and the reason I'm doing this now is I need to make sure my tree is away from my corner. I'm a little disappointed that the white has this bird mark on it. However, it does kind of give it an antique-y look, but I'm also going to do a blanket stitch around everything. Now, I see something I'm not really loving, and that is that you can see through the snowman and see the mound underneath him. I have some stuff, see if I can find it, that helps to reduce that. It's a product that you put under to make it so that, let me go look for that special paper that will help with that. So these are some products I have for embroidery. It is called Permanent Topping. This has a variety of all these colors in there, and this is just black and white. I think I might pull from this one. Let's open this up. I have yet to use this, but it is amazing. It's by Amazing Designs. What it is, I'm going to make it so this is not as transparent, and I wish I had thought to do it down here. But you see what it's going to do? It's going to make this snowman not so transparent, but because I didn't do it there, I wonder if I should just not worry about it and not do it anywhere. No. Okay, so let's read the instructions on this, because I don't know if I can put heat on it. I know this is to be used in the embroidery machine, and I will be doing a blanket stitch around this, but it already has that fusible stuff on it. So here's a picture of what they've done, showing without it and then with it, and it does give it more stability, and it makes it so you don't see through it. And that does look a lot more vibrant and kind of cool. My thing is, I really want a white snowman. I want you to be white. I don't have enough of this to make a second body. Ooh, maybe I do. Oh, not quite, not quite. Oh, we are so close. I think I could make that work. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll cut it out of here and cut 2 more pieces so I have double thickness of this. And I'm not going to use my topping because I don't think it's going to do well with the heat. And I don't want to experiment on this. So, what that means is I get to cut that out. Now, I did save the pieces I just pulled off of the backing. So let's draw. You know what? I actually like the one I just made versus their cutout one, because their cutout one has that scorchy look on it. And even though the edge is rough, I will be doing a blanket stitch around it. But I'm feeling like it's not as noticeable. See that? Maybe we'll do it this way. See that? I don't like that. Even though theirs is a perfect oval and a perfect circle, I'm going to put mine on top of theirs, and then when I do my blanket stitch, you won't see my rough edges, hopefully. And if you do, you're looking too close. Okay. So this guy needs this, but this needs to go underneath the hell? Oh no! Well, let's hurry and fix that. I didn't realize how easy that was to take off. Boy, am I glad it is. So I think until it cools, there's a little bit of movement that can happen. He doesn't look like he has very good posture, does he? I'm not liking this. That's a little better. No? I didn't get him standing up very straight. We're gonna have to live with him. Mr. Snowman, will you be okay with this? You're gonna have to be, because you are now committed. Okay. Doesn't look much better. You can still see through there, but we're going to cover that up. I'm amused. I found this somewhere. I don't remember if it was at a quilt show or if it was on Etsy or Amazon, but it is a little embellishment kit, probably for something specific. It's obviously Christmas, and I was hoping that maybe I would find something that would help me with Mr. Snowman, and I'm not seeing that there. However, I'm going to hold on to this because it might be fun to embellish this project. 28 Lilac Lane. Buttons, charms, beads, sequins, pearls, and trim. This looks like Kimberbell fabric, and Kimberbell also has little finishing pieces, so I think I might track that down if I don't end up getting it. And then there's also the Quilt Etc., who has a ton of little specialty buttons, and they're here in town, and they also have a website, but I'm going to check with those two places. So I'm not too worried, and if I need to, I can applique something on there for my nose. All right, so the next step is to take this to my sewing machine, do a blanket stitch in the matching color going around each individual piece, and then trim my block down a half of an inch after it shrinks to see how that is. Put my corners on all four, and then do the same to these pieces down here. And they're already folded, so I just have to sew on the line. All right, I have done my blanket stitch around each of my little pieces, and it took me a day to do that because I've been fighting with my machine and found out I was manually threading it wrong. Who would have guessed? That's just funny. But this is the thread I used for the yellow. I use this cute variegated, and what's fun is it starts out darker and it goes lighter, and this is supposed to be a light bulb, so it blends in, but it looks like, if anything, a normal light bulb. So here's the green that I used, and the red, and the white, and the brown. There. And we're done. So now what's left is to trim this down to 12.5 inches and then put the snowballs on the corners. And I can clearly see I'm not taking anything off of this side because I was not paying attention. He's leaning back and his scarf is going that way. So there's no room to even work with that. So it's all coming off over here or the top. They said to leave the bottom alone. And I can see there's a little teeny bit of shrinkage or puckering, and they anticipated that. So now we're cutting a ½ inch off, or actually more like a little over a quarter. Let's see here. Making sure we're straight over there. What's funny is, yeah, that you can tell that the top didn't have stitching because it doesn't need as much taken off. Alrighty. Ta-da. Same with this one. Yeah, I didn't, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and a half. We need just a tiny bit off of this guy. Okay, now we are going to snowball each of the 4 corners on this one. I have already gone through and snowballed on the base, which is going to fit right here. What's left on this is to trim it off. And then make sure we're still square. We are good. We are good. Okay, so let me go work on these and trim them back. The next thing is we're going to attach it here, and then we're done. There's my block in here with the others. Doesn't it look cute? And that's basically applique with a blanket stitch. I made our snow globe block. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you're working on this one too, or if I've given you any ideas, because I'm thinking this has got some, the whole quilt project has got some really good ideas to work with, to play with. So there you go. Have a great day.